Hello world.
We are anonymous.
Privacy means freedom. If privacy is restricted, this consequently means a restriction of freedom. A freedom that is actually assured to us by laws and constitutions of our governments. But what is happening now, right in front of our eyes? These laws and constitutions are being spurned by some politicians. With specious justifications, it is tried over and over again to introduce the retention of data, which actually concerns all citizens and so makes each and every one of us a possible suspect. The EU is secretly trying to tie the so-called deep packet inspection known as DPI into EU right.
You did not commit a crime. No matter, you could be planning one though. You don't even know anybody who planned, committed or thought about committing one? No matter, you could know somebody though. The retention of data, also called minimum data retention or minimum retention period, means that personal data is stored by public institutions without the actual need for this data. They are stored in case they could be needed one day. Lobbyists even demand the annulment of privacy protection instructions of copyright laws. Deep packet inspection is a detailed inspection of internet data concerning their content. So ever the receiver knows what the dispatcher sent, some third person knows all about it and evaluates it. This is a general suspicion of all citizens which cannot and will not be tolerated.
Politics wants to regularize. It wants to clarify. But most of all, it wants to control and monitor. This is not what we want. This is not the reason why we allow elected politicians to rule. It should be a privilege to be part of the democratic formation of a state and its people. And it is called to form and not undemocratically set everyone under general suspicion. Politicians or lobbyists who demand retention of data or deep packet inspection justify their demands with the concern about safety. One wants to prevent terror, prevent attacks, prevent crimes before they even happen. As we learned the hard way from Breivik, Charlie Hebdo and many killing sprees in agencies or schools though, retention of data and supervision of data traffic is an inappropriate mean for anticipating these things.
Politicians who demand retention of data obviously imagine it as a magic ball which can be turned on as they wish. You look into it and see who plans which crime. This is wishful thinking and only a dream. Something like this cannot work. Politicians who demand retention of data are conceived by justifications of copyright security, led by the idea of profit, not common sense. In the last days one site has been disputed which came up because of the death of a widely known actor. The well-being of the many is worth more than the well-being of the fewer of the individual. Even politicians who demand surveillance now applaud to this site and ignore it in their next breath.
The people of all states of the EU do not want surveillance. They want respect for their privacy. They want respect for their data. They want respect for their freedom.
The one who does not comply with this wish acts against the will of the people by whom he was elected. There has to be other ways of the prevention of crimes. There has to be other ways to prevent terror. There is so much energy wasted on retention of data, and the introduction of a surveillance of data shouldn't be that energy used to find other possibilities. On June 13th of 2015 we want to hit the streets together.
Against retention of data. Against surveillance. Against general suspicion. For the security of data. For privacy.
International Day of Privacy on June 13th, 2015. Get informed and organized for demonstrations, informative events, pickets and paper storms. You can find important information in the video description. We are anonymous. We fight with you. We stand by you. We are legion.
Expect us.